you have any questions, please visit our website at www.abnsat.com. Under the Webcast tab, you can view ABN's live streaming channels like Jesus or Muhammad, Youth TV, Apologetics, and more. We also encourage you to donate to our ministry. To do so, click on Donate to ABN under the main menu, then click on Donate button to make your donation. ABN greatly appreciates your help.
Jihad has come to America.
Constitute the most devastating series of terrorist attacks in history.
The only deen Allah accepts is Al-Islam. And whoever seeks any other deen apart from Islam will never be accepted.
Allahu Akbar! And we stand together to win the war against terrorism.
Jihad has come to America.
Constitute the most devastating series of terrorist attacks in history.
The only deen Allah accepts is Al-Islam. And whoever seeks any other deen apart from Islam will never be accepted.
Allahu Akbar! And we stand together to win the war against terrorism.
You are watching ABN.
All right, Pastor Moss back with you here on the prayer show. Now, we're having a good time. We hope that you are as well. And we do encourage you to call. We know we have some callers. We will get to you in just a minute. We want to talk about prayer some as well, because it is very important to understand the purpose of prayer. And then there's some questions, and I'm sure many of you have the same question that I have, and that is, why is it that some prayers are not answered the way we want them to be answered? What would you say about that, Attorney Adele?
Well, I think at the end of the day, prayers, whether being answered or not answered, are up to the Lord, whether He answers them or not. And most times He answers not in the way we expect Him to be answered, but in His own way. I'd like to point our listeners to Romans 13, verses 13 and 14, which basically speaks about putting on Christ. As a Christian, our two most important weapons in everyday Christian life is, one, the Bible. Every day you should have some devotional time set aside to reading the Bible. The other part is prayer. That is really the other pillar, if you will, on our day-to-day life. In Islam, there are certain times to pray. That is not the same in Christianity. Prayer is talking to God, talking to the Lord, talking to Jesus Christ. And the relationship is more of a loving, it is not God and us, but it's God is our friend. God is our Father. God is our listener. The same way you would talk to a best friend, or in these days, texting your best friend, is the same way prayer works. It is a direct line to God, speaking to Him at any time, wherever you are, in whatever situation you are. Putting on Christ is reading the Bible to reinforce you, and then the second part really is talking to God, having your inspiration for the day, or whatever the situation may be, talking to Him, whether it be a thank you, whether it be a God help me prayer, whether it be a prayer for someone else. Prayer is very important in Christian life, and there is no right way or wrong way. I don't want to say there is no wrong way, but there really isn't. The same way you would talk to anyone, it depends on the situation, depends on the dialogue, and of course, it depends on your own speaking style. But the important part is to approach God with an open heart, an open mind, a giving and graceful heart to really open up, because He knows what you're going to pray for before you even pray it. So the best way is to just look at it as a line of communication between you and God.
I like that he talks about those help me prayers. Yeah. Those can be some quick ones, can't they? Yes. Just help me, and that's still prayer. You're talking to God.